Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is our tutorial for today. This beautiful gorgeous crochet top. Wow. And I'm using this yarn. It's yarn seal 100% acrylic. It's a Seagull brand. I'm using a 6.5 millimeter hook, as you can see it. If you have a thinner yarn, you can use a smaller hook size. So let's begin. Make a loop. And then chain 50. So this is my chain of 50. And I'm going to be using a half double crochet. So do on chain 50, add chain 2 to make it 52, and then wrap up your yarn around your hook. Skip the very first 2 loops next to the hook, this and that. Come into the 3rd loop with a half double crochet. Enter the loop, pull up the yarn and pull through. Continue with half double crochet along the entire chain. We are working with the half double crochet on our entire piece. This is a half double crochet. I'm going to meet you when I reach the end of the chain. I'm at the end of with my double crochet. Our next row, you're going to chain 1, 2. This is going to be like our first double crochet. Turn your work and then wrap your yarn around the hook. Come on the very first loop at the back, this one, you see this is the front and this is the back. Come enter in the one at the back. We are using back post. Wrap your yarn. After the chain 2, wrap your yarn, enter in this back loop. Don't use this loop. Enter in between the 2 and pull up the yarn from the back and pull through. We are using back loops for our project. Then wrap your yarn, go into the next, pull up the yarn, pull through, and continue working from the back loops until the end of the row, like that. And for our project, like I said, I'm going to be using 2 colors of yarn, that is gray and this pink. So it's going to look like this. I've already worked a piece out. So we are going to be making 5 rows of pink color, 5 rows of this color. At the end of the row. To keep it, this is my last loop here. Make sure not to skip it so that you keep your work with a straight length, like that. Then for our next row, chain 2, again turn your work, wrap your yarn around the hook, come into the back loop and work with a half double crochet, and then wrap your yarn and continue. Like that. So I'm going to show up when I have 5 rows of the pink yarn. I'm done with my 5 rows of half double crochet, and now I'm going to change the color to the gray. So when you're done like this, chain 1 and cut the yarn off. And then get your color gray and first make a loop. When you're done with the loop, turn your work from where you cut your yarn from, come at the back loop, enter your hook and enter the loop that you made, pull through and then chain 1, 2. That's your first half double crochet. Wrap your yarn, then go back with a second in the same loop and pull through, and then continue with half double crochet, just like what we've been doing with the pink yarn. So I'm going to do mine off camera. Make sure you work. This is the back of our crochet piece. I'm a size small, so I'm making 30 rows of half double crochet. You can take your measurements so that you be sure of what to make. Don't do exactly 30 because I'm making 30 rows. First take a measurement of your shoulder to shoulder at the back so that you make the right measurement for your body size. So I'm going to make 30 rows of this, and then I'll get back to you and show you now, and then we start working on the front together. These are my 30 rows of half double crochet, which is going to be my back part of my sweater or cardigan, crop top cardigan. So let's work on the front. We're going to do the same thing again because we have to maintain the measurement. So wrap up your yarn, make a loop, and then chain 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is how our chain looks like. Make sure you have 50. I'm done with my chain of 50, and we are still working with the half double crochet. So you're going to do 50 and add plus 2. So add chain of 2. Wrap your yarn, come into the third loop from the hook and make a half double crochet, and then continue working along the chain with the half double crochet. I'm at the end of the row, of my half double crochet. Then you're going to chain 2, turn your work, and continue doing the same thing. So this time around, we are not going to make 30 rows. We're just going to make 30 divided by 2, that's 15. We are going to make 15 rows. 5 rows of pink, 5 rows of gray, and 5 rows of pink. That's one side. So I'm going to meet you when I have 15 rows of half double crochet. Just don't forget that we are working from the back loops. So I'm done. These are 15 rows of half double crochets, and these are 15 rows of half double crochet plus our back that has a total of 30 rows of half double crochet. Now we are going to join this together, but we're not going to do it completely to the end. We're going to stop somewhere so that we keep up room for our design. Look for the rough side of your piece. This is it, because it's going to be the inside of your crochet top. Now we are going to do a slip stitch along this, but we're not going to complete. So I'm going to put my hook and then when you're slip stitching, you're going to work still from the back loops with your slip stitch, so that it comes out really, I don't know how to call it, but it will look slightly similar to this, which is nice. So let's begin. So enter into this loop, get your other piece, this one, enter into the first loop in front. Don't use the back loop, use this loop, the very first loop in front, and hold on like that and slip stitch. Then use the back loop for this piece and the front loop for this, like the back loop for this part and the front loop for this, and slip stitch, and continue with the slip stitches. Sorry. Like that. This is it. So I'm going to continue mine until I'm halfway, okay, like quarter way to the end, like up to here. I'm going to slip this together because we are going to leave this part open. This is it, and I'm going to chain one like that and cut off the yarn. So this is the front part of our piece. This is going to be the front part of our sweater or crochet top. It's going to be our neck area. So when we are joining this part, we are just going to join from like 8 rows, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 rows, and 8 rows from here, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are going to join this to here, and also this side from this to here, like 8 rows, and leave this open. So make a loop. Then I like to work from the inside, like I said. Come to your piece here, enter your loop, enter your hook through the very first loops of your top, and then pull through. In every half double crochet you're going to slip stitch twice, so go back into the same half double crochet and this, and pull through, go into the next half double crochet, pull through and go back the very, pull through, go into the next half double crochet, pull through, in again, pull through, then the next half double crochet into the next, pull through and go back and and pull through like that until you reach the 8th row, because I'm going to work up to the 8th row of the top. This is the 8th row, so I'll meet you when I'm here. So I'm done here. I'm going to chain 1 and cut off the yarn. Do the same thing for the other side. Do the same thing for this side. Work until the 8th stitch. So I'm done with my slip stitches. They're not as neat, but I'm trying to rush. So we are going to work on the bottom of this top. We're going to do front and back post for the waist. So let's continue. Make a loop, come to this part, put it together, enter your hook in the last loop and this loop, and slip stitch. After the slip stitch, make a double crochet. For a double crochet, we first chain 3, 2, 3, and in each half double crochet we are going to be putting 2 double crochets. So wrap up your yarn, go into the double crochet and into the half double crochet and put a double crochet. Wrap your yarn, go into the next with 2 double crochet, and then go into the next half double crochet with 2 double crochets, go into the next half double crochet with 2 double crochets, so do this all around. I'm going to show you when I reach this part how to put it together, and you just continue with your double crochets. I've reached this part and I need to join. I'm going to make a double crochet that joins these together, but if you want you can also do a slip stitch and put it together. So I'm going to do my first double crochet, and my second I'm going to enter into the loop and also enter into the loop here and pull up the yarn and make a double crochet and continue with double crocheting. So I've reached the end of the double crochets. I'm going to enter in this loop on the 3rd of the end here and slip stitch like that. then chain 1, 2, 3, turn your work, and then with the front and back post stitch, you wrap your yarn around the hook. This is going to be like our first double crochet. Enter your hook in between this and pull the yarn and make a double crochet. Then wrap your yarn, go into the back loop, the same thing that you did in the front. Now the back post we do from the back, pull the yarn, make a double crochet. Wrap your yarn, come in the front, pull up the yarn, make a double crochet. If you're not familiar with it, you can try searching on YouTube, front and back post stitch or pattern, whatever. It's going to bring you the videos showing the tutorial on how to do this. Go in the back loop, make a double crochet, wrap, go in the front loop, make a double crochet. So you work in the front, then back, then front, then back. So I'm going to do this all around, then I'll meet you when I'm back, when I've reached this point. I'm done with the front and back posts. So I'm going to slip stitch here. I'm only doing 2 rows of it, so I'm going to come here and slip stitch and then chain 1 and cut off the yarn like that. This is it so far. I don't know. And now we're going to work on the neck part, if you can see that. And on the neck we are going to use a single crochet pattern. So let me show you. Turn your crochet top inside out again, because this is our rough, messed up part. So we're going to work from the inside and make a loop, come on this very first loop on your top, this part. We are working on the neck. Enter your yarn, your hook in the loop, pull it through, chain 1. So that's like our first single crochet, and in each you're going to put 2. So go back and pull the yarn up. Don't wrap your yarn or anything, just pull through, enter into the next. You just enter, pull up the yarn, pull through. You don't wrap the yarn. Enter, pull up the yarn, pull through, go into the next half double crochet, enter, pull through, go back, pull up the yarn, pull through, go into the next, and go do it all around the neck, circle until you decide. Do it all around the crochet top. Then I'll find you when you've reached this part. Like that. So I'm done here. I'm done with the very first row, and now I'm going to continue with another row, because I'm going to do a total of 10 to 12 rows. So chain 1, turn your work. We are still working on the neck. then turn your work. After this, chain 1, turn your work, come in and work into the back loops with single crochet, enter, pull up, pull through from the back loops. So make 10 to 12 rows. I'm going to meet you when I have my 12 rows, and then we see what to do next. This is how it looks. We're going to work with a single crochet only until we have a total of 12 rows. Okay. So I'm going to meet you again when I have 12 rows of this. So for now, I have done only 10 rows for my neck, shoulder neck part. That's because my yarn ain't enough, but you can do more. You can do 20 rows, you can do, I don't know how many rows of your choice. So we are going to make a string that we are going to pass through our waist part. This is open and this is open. So I've made my loop. Let's make a string for our waist. This string, I'm going to show up when I have one that is long enough. My string is ready, and now I'm going to put it through my crochet top. I want to use the corner for my string, so I'm going to enter the hook from here, here, and here, and then pass through the string. Excuse me. I want to use the upper loops of the front and back post, and then we pass through our strings. Technically, our top is getting ready. So I'm going to show you when I'm done passing through the string completely. So I'm done putting the string. Technically, I would say my sweater top, the yarn is really thick. I would recommend a chucky yarn for this if you want it warm, but you can use the same style to make a smaller crochet top. But isn't it gorgeous? I love it. Finally, I have made 2 strings that we are going to put at the sides, just in case someone doesn't want her piece quite naked. So you can pass through. Make sure you have counted your stitches so that it's equal. You can pass through and make sure. Okay, like that. And like that. Do it for the other side too, and then that's it for our piece. I can't wait to see your pieces, your color choices. Please tag me. I'm so excited. Bye.